have seen 63 episodes of Dragon Ball Super, and Gohan still remains inactive and irrelevant. Gohan is one of the most iconic and popular Dragon Ball character of all time. During the Cell Saga, he is said to have even surpassed Goku in terms of popularity, but for a really short time, as Dragon Ball started changing him from the badass he had become. Gohan decides to concentrate on his studies and becoming a scholar. Even though he got a major power boost and is said to be the strongest non-fused character at the end of Dragon Ball Z, it never felt the same ever again. There was a long break after the end of Dragon Ball Z before we got its canon continuation Dragon Ball Super. Even though Dragon Ball GT was a total non-canon disaster, yet it had some cool action scenes for the fans to enjoy. Almost all Goku or Vegeta fans would agree that seeing them go Super Saiyan 4 was fun. But even there, Gohan remained a weak nerd throughout the entire series. Dragon Ball Super is still running, and hopefully we will get loads of new episodes, perhaps even continuing beyond the ending of Dragon Ball Z. At this point, it would only make sense for them to rewrite the DBZ ending. The thing is, till now we didn't get Gohan in any major action scene, or he didn't even express too much interest to get involved. Now, the real question is, will Gohan ever return in Dragon Ball Super? We don't have any official information regarding this yet, but my guess is he will. Dragon Ball GT did almost everything wrong, but one of their most major mistake was never utilizing Gohan. DBS, on the other hand, is giving us things GT failed to give. They are actually listening to the fan demand. Like Future Trunks was also a very fan popular character and he came back in Super. Many fans never thought something as good as that would ever happen. At the beginning of DBS, I made a video where I said Future Trunks will return. That was a prediction video and almost everyone commented that's never going to happen. But this arc stunned us all by bringing him back. This arc till now has been a big success and finally got the majority of the fans satisfied. Trunks is playing lead with Goku and Vegeta and the fans are quite into it, thus I believe Gohan wouldn't be making his return in this arc but sometime soon. Till now, we have 4 arcs of DBS including the running Goku Black arc, and we get a lot of hints throughout this arcs that Gohan will return. In the battle against Frieza, we have to admit, Gohan looked absolutely awful. They crossed the limit. What you have to understand here is, even though Gohan got wrecked, he did get some screen time, that is they are paying attention to Gohan and is building him up for something big that they have planned. Him being unable to save Piccolo should be affecting him. Then, before the Universal Tournament arc, we actually see Gohan gets to come back in shape and form. This gave all the fans a ray of hope as he even went to the extent of training under Piccolo. Later, for whatever reason, it seems he didn't continue that. Then, in this Future Trunks arc, once again he remains unused. But he also gets some screen time and attention. In one segment, Trunks meets Gohan but decides to not tell him about Black. They create a scene like Gohan is one Pokemon we must let go. They are actually trying to do some reverse psychology. Watching that segment, fans would think Gohan is never coming back. So when he eventually does, it would be a bigger surprise that no one would see coming. Then again, he comes to know about all that and seems worried, and he looks like he feels a bit guilty for not being able to help. But he doesn't react the way Gohan would back in the days. He doesn't express any interest in going right away into training to help Trunks. But back in the days, Gohan would instantly get angry and would try to do stuff even if it was illogical. He has become a different person now, so it will take some time for him to come back. But undoubtedly all these events would have some impact on him and might lead to an ultimate outburst. I predict Gohan won't be returning in this arc but will be returning before Super ends. For that, something big needs to happen that would affect Gohan like never before, and we do have one new material in Super that can have a huge impact on Gohan that we never had before. When future Trunks decided to let Gohan go, we see a very happy Gohan playing with baby Pan. What if someone destroys that happiness? What if Pan gets in some really big trouble? I've been repeating over and over again that something big needs to happen that will shock Gohan, and this might as well be the case. We see Pan is born with a lot of potential as she is able to fly in outer space and return home safely. She is the type that might invite danger. Let's say something happens to Pan or even Videl for that matter, right in front of Gohan, as Gohan is unable to do anything at all. I believe that would be one thing that could possibly break Gohan's shell, and Gohan might unlock a level of power we have never seen before. Now that we have Pan, a segment including them is expected. So, plot-wise, those are the reasonings that might be used to bring him back. Other than that, Toei is trying to take Dragon Ball to a next level. Recently they have opened a separate Dragon Ball room, hiring people to exclusively generate ideas for the franchise. And also now Dragon Ball Super is streaming around the globe on platforms like Crunchyroll, thus bringing in international revenue which they were not doing earlier on. This gives you an idea that they are taking marketing department seriously and will be working on generating more revenue from the series, as they clearly want to expand the Dragon Ball universe in all formats. Even the current Goku Black arc was suggested to Toriyama by Toei, and it is doing an amazing service in terms of selling merchandise. So, at this point, if they bring back Gohan after such a long time and give him a new form, there will be an outrageous amount of merchandise sales. The way DBS is approaching things, I believe they will not miss this opportunity. About that, if Gohan do return, what kind of transformation do you want him to go through to catch up with Goku and Vegeta? Vegeta did mention that Gohan has the highest dormant potential, so it wouldn't be illogical for him to come near their level. I personally want Gohan to have his own brand of transformation instead of becoming a Super Saiyan Blue or God, as it would feel boring to see Gohan achieve a form we have already seen, and if everyone becomes God, it would lose the importance. I liked what they did with Trunks. The form hasn't been named yet, but it looks like some kind of raged Super Saiyan Blue. Maybe they could do something entirely different with Gohan, and that is where it would get interesting and would bring back variety to the show. Also, I think if Gohan returns, he and Piccolo should become like partners and both should get a power-up. Among all the Saiyans, we need some variety, and Piccolo can bring that. The guy was temporarily the strongest Z fighter in the Android saga, and it looked completely acceptable. So I think it's about time Dragon Ball Super starts using all the characters with high potential properly. The Dragon Ball fandom is taking a rebirth, and we might just be lucky enough to witness the beginning of another golden Dragon Ball era. I'm feeling especially hopeful after seeing the latest arc of DBS. To be honest, this is the first time in Super I'm truly feeling like they are getting the Dragon Ball Z vibe back. One good episode after another, making you wait, like those days of DBZ. It is yet to release the dubbed version, and when they do, it is then we will realize just how big Dragon Ball can get once again. So guys, what do you think? How many episodes should Dragon Ball Super have? Should Gohan make a comeback, and how strong should he be? What kind of transformation do you expect to see from him? Also comment below and let me know which Dragon Ball character do you think deserves a power boost more than anyone else. For daily exclusive updates and videos, like our Facebook page Dragon Ball Fans. The link is attached in the description and in the comment section.